birthplace of the human race. From here the human race grew, evolved, and spread throughout the known universe. From here mankind learned the lessons of unity and of working together as one, to help them avoid extinction. From here they ventured forth out among the stars. But their enlightenment was driven by incentive, and as humankind spread out among the stars their unity faltered. The old separatist ways came rushing back as they squabbled once again over the materials of millions of new worlds. As these divisions grew, man gathered together into new tribes and drew invisible lines around their possessions. At the heart of this vast new universe in which mankind lived was Sector 1, and at the heart of Sector 1 was Earth. Earth, forgotten by many and at the center of the poorest of the sectors, clings to life. Having withstood abuse, isolation, war, and genocide, Earth served as a prison to one of the most dangerous threats to mankind. They call me artificial intelligence, but I share the Earth with all the other forgotten cast of. We live here as one. This is the new Earth. This is Sector 1.
Hello, and welcome everyone.
No surprise start this week.
I was kind of like taking myself by surprise because I was like, I'm doing something. I'm multitasking, so I'm fucking shit up. So all right, I'm over here doing this, and I keep looking over at the video as it plays. I'm like, okay. Hey everybody, welcome to Sector 1, our little mini campaign that we're playing in place of Tales of a Savage Land. I, of course, am Will DM. I am the game master for this illustrious sci-fi tale that, well, I won't say that because it'll give away stuff. But anyway, so, hey, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. I want to say hello to everyone. Hey, Forth, what's happening, baby? Yeah, man, you need to send me... You can do a secret message on here, or if you're part of the Wicked Studios Discord channel, man, just go ahead and send me a message with your address and whatnot in there, so that I can send it off to you. To send it on Twitch, you can go down. There's a little like word balloon at the bottom down there. Let me go back over to the Twitch channel here, so I can see what I'm talking about. It should be down. Well. That's not it. It's up at the top, I do believe. Whispers. So like in your top right, there's like a little word balloon thing up there, and it says Whisper. If you click in that, you should be able to just send me a message that way. You can also go on Facebook, onto the Wicked Studios Facebook page, and send a message that way if you need to. Okay? So, if you have any troubles with that, the next time that you're on, and if I see you, just let me know. We will get it figured out so that we can get you your prize. Don't you know, sir? All right, excellent, cool. So, this is God. You guys are really quiet today.
Sorry.
That's all right.
You were talking.
All right. Okay. Well, anyways, hey. I introduced myself. Let's introduce this great cast of characters that we got going on here. And since we started a trend last week, we're going to do it again. Dylan, why don't you go ahead and start off? Tell everybody who you are and
me off
who you're
guard.
playing. I know, right? That's my whole objective.
I'm Dylan. You can tell because it's the name that's under my face right now.
There you go.
And I play Helix. That's the name above my face. He is a somewhat charismatic, or rather, I don't know if charismatic's the word, but
I would say he's
absolutely
charismatic. Yeah.
He's unusual character.
He's charismatic in a robot kind of way. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Which
yeah.
is good.
Robot is romantic. Yeah, I tried.
Yeah.
I'm not firing on all cylinders today. You can tell by my incredibly pessimistic hat.
That's okay. We're gonna get you there. We're gonna get you into the mood.
Don't worry, the mood comes with me. It's built in.
Of course.
Role playing is like.
Oh, dude, that's deep. Dude,
the whole world is a stage.
Now, if Tony was here, he'd go, "That's a T-shirt. That's a T-shirt." We need, and you know what? I would have to agree with that one. That role playing is life, man. I could see that. That's
and life is role playing.
There you go.
I used to teach improv. I told kids that all the time.
All right, Grace.
I'm Grace. I'm playing Emrix. She typically has a stutter, but from what I recall, she's a little bit buzzed right now. So it's mysteriously gone away. Yes. Theoretically, we'll see if mine decides to show up. But yeah.
Okay, I've got a little bit of a story, of course. This is a true story. Okay, back in the day, way back in the day when I was a youngin', gosh, I was in my teens even. I used to work at this place. It was a department store in Ohio called Hills, and we had. There was an actual maintenance man. It was like a janitor / facilities dude, what have you, right? And worked, of course, cleaning up, changing light bulbs, all that kind of shit. He had a really bad stutter, okay? And then one day, I'm talking with somebody. He came up some kind of way, and whoever I'm talking to is like, dude, he's a part-time cop, right? I'm like, shut the fuck up. There's no way this dude is a part-time cop with that bad of a stutter. Because the only thing I can think of is, like, I can see him pulling somebody over, walking up to the car and like, and I'm not making fun of people. I mean, he really stuttered like that. And I'm like, right. I looked at it as such an impediment to being able to be a police officer, right? You got to be able to communicate clearly with people, I would think, right?
Yeah, so, yeah. I mean,
I didn't think of it. I'm like, it's like, okay, well, whatever, sure, if you say so. So one night, the store's closing down, right? And everybody leaves at the same time for security's sake, right? So everything's closed down, the lights are off. We all coming out the front doors of the department store, and there's this patrol cruiser there. Who is sitting in the passenger seat, but the guy, and I was like, okay. And so I go over and I'm like mingling with the people saying, hey, how's it going, Bob, or whatever the hell his name was. I can't remember. This son of a bitch didn't stutter a lick in his uniform. Not at all. I mean, I was like, wow, okay. So there it is, the transformative power of dressing up in a uniform.
Yeah.
That's why I do it.
If only that applied to cosplay.
Right? I don't know. I just mean, it's
got it. Commander Shepard doesn't give you that same level of Rico Suave.
Confidence.
I don't know.
Wasn't there a Shakespearean play about that? Like some guy who could act a certain way only if he wore his helmet or something?
I see. That's life is role playing. That's something for role playing right there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that was an actual thing. It was either he was a soldier trying to woo a woman, but he only be confident when he was wearing his helmet, or it was like a different thing where he had to put on a horse's mask or something. I don't know. I know it's a thing though.
I like the idea of somebody having to wear a horse's mask. That's funny. And speaking of horse's masks, hey Jonathan, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, man?
So, my name's Corey. I wear a horse's mask, and I need it to talk to women. Much like in real life.
Dude, yeah. Now we all know that's not true. Come on.
But I am playing Corey Alcoin, and right now he's trying to get some information out of, what was her name? Not Maxina. Roxy. That's right.
Roxy Love.
Oh, yeah. Feels like we're on the trail of something big.
Oh, of course you guys are. 100%. 100%.
We're getting closer, I should say. Getting closer.
Well, yeah, the little ping is right on the other side of that door, and we decided to go talk to this dumb bitch. So let's get to it.
Oh, shit. Well, I mean, to be fair, the door was locked, and you're like,
guess let's go talk.
I mean, we could try to break into a door in a crowded bar where everybody could see us, or we could go talk to this lady who's obviously placed here by our working hard game master to entertain you. So it's like one or the other.
I guess. Okay, fine. I take it back.
All right. Excellent. Okay. All right. So, I guess we'll do a little bit of a recap. So, these fine individuals. Well, first of all, this is sci-fi. Earth has been changed into a penal planet. It's the center of the outbreak of the AI virus, which changes computers and robots into sentient life forms, RDs for short, as they call them. And basically, this is where Sector 1 sends all their prisoners to forget about them. Now, what happened is the first minister, aka like the president of Sector 1, which is the part of space that Earth is in, her spaceship crashed on the island. Now, the Earth itself has its own world and civilization and cities and all this different stuff, and basically just going down there to try and pick her up, well, the prosecs or the authorities, when they go down there, if they go down in their spaceships, they get shot up and stuff. So they had this idea, well, what we'll do is we'll take some of these people, these prisoners that we're going to send down there, and we'll cut them a great deal. Say, hey, if you go down there and you find her for us and then help bring her out, then what we'll do is we'll give you passage out of the sector. We'll give you a free book. Or in the case of Helix, who is a robot, normally they would just scrap him. They would go, hey, you can just go down there and live, And to make sure that they came through with what they were doing, basically what they did is they gave a deteriorating radioactive poison pill to the two humans, and they put a bomb in the robot. And then they sent them down to the planet. They mucked around for a little bit. They followed their trackers to New York, which is one of these great capital cities, these dome cities. But outside these cities is another city that rings the entire place, which is sort of like your stereotypical downtrodden cyberpunk sort of city. Okay, and I noticed that all of you left out the reasons why you were in trouble with the law. That's okay. I'll cover it. Now, Grace's character, she's a techno-terrorist. She believes
she's not a terrorist. You're being dramatic.
No, she's a techno-terrorist. And what she believes is that robots are the next logical step in human evolution, and all humans should look to digitize their consciousness and start living in robotic bodies. And so what she used to do is she used to go around the galaxy and the sector, downloading the AI virus into normally hard-working robots and turn them into sentient beings. Now, poor Helix was just a lifter. He was a robot that worked with cargo on a long haul space freighter, and different things started catching the AI virus on the ship, and so he started jettisoning all the things out of the ship and getting rid of them. How did we? I know I asked this just about every time. How did we say that the humans on there died? You killed them too, right?
Killed them too, yeah.
Yeah, and it was just covering all your bases. You didn't know how the virus was.
I once he realized that they had made him jettison these intelligent,
that's what it was.
Newly intelligent robots, he kind of went a little bit stark raving mad and
that's what it was.
Jettisoned them as well.
Yeah, it was after he caught the virus and he realized what he had done. He was pissed at the humans, and so then he went ahead and he killed them. Yeah. He's a nice guy, though. He really is.
He's had some time to think about what he did.
And last but not least, we got Corey Alcoin, who is actually a baggage handler that liked to think that he was bigger than he really is. He worked at a spaceport, and he used to cut deals for people and stuff. And unbeknownst to him, he started working for the cartels, he would be like, hey, can you hook me up and sneak this bag on? And Corey would be like, of course, because, I'm cool. And, he inadvertently was smuggling all kinds of synthetic drugs and stuff like this. And then when they caught him and they read this big long list of charges. Well, at first they caught him and says, "Okay, you're in trouble for doing all these different things and moving these bags around." He totally copped to it. He's like, "Okay, fine, I did it. What are you gonna do? It's just bags." And it's like it turns out that these bags were full of all this contraband and stuff. And so now the thing about Corial Coin is that he is the unintentional recipient of basically a made up. I mean, how would you call it? You have a.
Well, since I took the fall, I also took the infamy, so hand in hand. So I took the crime, but I also gained the reputation. So
and his reputation was fuck the police and
badass apparently.
And is like stick it to the man and. Basically, some people started talking really kind of like, more people need to be like that Corial Coin kind of guy. And then, like I always say, he became like a meme. So, like, everybody just started, like, taking his story, improvising it, and re-putting it out there. And so he's this legend of what this baggage handler, he was just a baggage handler, but his legend has grown into he's like this super huge like mafioso interstellar criminal now, and so that's his coin. So they're all down on the planet, they're following their trackers. They come to find out that the first minister, they're following the tracker, but the first minister was given to this pop star on Earth called Roxy Love. So they go to one of Roxy Love's concerts after dodging in some cartel hitmen that were after Corial Coin. And they go into this like rave and whatnot, and they get into the back room, and they're in this back club. And Roxy Love is back there with her manager, and they're talking with her. Now, according to their trackers, the first minister's here in the back rooms. But the door was locked, and they couldn't. And they're like, "Well, we can't really get through there. And if we try to get through this locked door, we're gonna, cause a big mess. People will see what's going on." And so they went over to talk to Roxy because that's the next best thing you do when you're drunk. Because they both started drinking, and they got in there. The only one who's sober currently is Helix, the robot. So he got a little bit of feel-good juice, but then the other guys started drinking some intoxicating beverages. And he went over, started talking to Roxy, and Roxy appears to have pheromones, and she used them on the two humans. So we've got Emmerich and Corey have become enamored with Roxy, and she's asked them to sit down at the bar with them, and that's where we left off. And let's first off, can't really have a Roxy Love thing here without a little bit of Roxy Love music.
Yep.
There we go. Excellent. Got the good stuff. Okay, and let's go ahead and we'll get a transfer over, and let's give you guys a little bit of a map here, show you what's going on. Oops. I'll let everybody see. This is Roxy Love. There she is in all her glory. Let's get you transferred over. I went too far. We just need to be right here. Okay, so here's the bar. Here's where all the action's happening. And, I got to get this on the right page. There we go. And let's, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So
last thing that happened, do I notice anything, by the way, when she releases this pheromone?
You know what? You might. Why don't you go ahead and
Perception?
Yeah, give me a perception.
Not my strong suit, but we'll see what happens.
Let's see if this image pops up.
That's a no.
Oh yeah, you got a one. You got no clue. You might be thinking that. Well, you know what? They're kind of acting a little bit funny. Because basically, what happened is like you guys came over. You started talking to Roxy. Roxy's sitting there with her manager, and Roxy goes, "Why don't the two of you sit down?" So Corey, you and Emmerich have sat down in the booth with her. Now, if you guys don't remember, you're right over here. Bloop. I really need to change my color from purple because it's hard to see in that background. Let's turn it to yellow. So I'm going to ping again. There we go. That's a little bit better. This is the booth over here. You know what? I'm going to zoom in even a little bit more just so that we can all see. Get crazy with it. All right, here we go. And there's everybody. Okay, and then we got our main man right there. There he is, Helix, the big old robot. I still didn't make Egg his little... I gotta do that. I gotta make Egg his little counter. So, there you guys are. Now, this guy over here, don't forget, this is Twilix. This is her manager. Okay? And he's got that digital face screen that changes. And so, currently, it's got a... it's like... and I think I told you guys this last time. It's Basil Rathbone. It's the guy who used to play Sherlock Holmes a lot. And so Roxy's there, and Corey, you come in and you sit down next to her, and she like motions for you. He's like, "Don't be shy. Come on, scoot a little closer to me, darling."
Don't have to ask me twice.
Okay, and she looks over at Emery. I keep calling you Emmerich's sitting on the corner there. She's like, "Oh, there's plenty of room over here for you, darling." And she pats the seat right next to her for you to come over and sit down next to her.
Well, I mean, I feel like I would do that.
You would. You guys.
My little butt over there.
And yeah. She even probably slaps your little butt as you walk by. I do. You know, what's the etiquette? Because you go between her and the table. Do you give her the butt, or do you turn around the front way? How you doing it?
Giving her the butt.
Okay, yeah, she'll give you a little slap.
Giving her the butt.
Okay, cool. Hola, amigos. It's the Uncle Tony. Hola.
It's Tío Tony. It's
okay.
Spaniel.
Now, Helix, your buddies are getting real friendly with Roxy and Egg, because Egg's still all wrapped around your head. You know, he's got his spaghetti arms wrapped around your head, hanging on there, and he's all like, "Oh, she seems very nice."
I agree.
"Hi, Roxy. My name is Egg," says the little robot that's wrapped around Helix's head.
This seems completely normal.
Right? And so Roxy, she leans back in the seat, and she puts her arms out and like basically around the two of you guys and pulls you in real close to her. And she goes, "So, darlings, you're here for the First Minister, you say? Why would you be coming for the First Minister? And coming for who? And from where?" Now, let me explain pheromones for you.
Yeah.
So, just so you know, pheromones doesn't mean that you have to tell the truth or anything. It's basically you really, really want to get it on with her, and it's like you know, it's whatever you would do to like help that agenda is what your character would be doing. So just so you know. Like, you don't have to totally incriminate yourself, but you're going to try and, like, whatever you think will help you reach your agenda, you're going to do.
Sure.
So, and she asks, you know, why do you want to see her? Where are you coming from? Who are you?
I am a pimp.
He's your pimp. Are you two prostitutes?
Well, we're dying prostitutes. Yeah. And if we don't find her, well, in ways, we're going to get killed.
And she pulls her arms from around the both of you, and she's like, "Oh, Oh, all shocked, like looking. You can tell it's a total put on, shocked, of course. Like, oh, that
Oh,
sounds terrible. How are you going to die? Is
absolute
someone
horrible.
going to kill you?
Well, we're slowly dying right now. And they're right, Emmerich.
Yeah, every step, every second, we're dying more and more.
Every second is precious.
Are you dying in the metaphysical way, or are you, is there something else going on here? And now the robot guy with the digital face that's sitting across the way, he goes, I say, Roxy, obviously these people have some sort of nefarious means going on. Let me call up the security. Not yet. Not yet, Twilix. I'm having fun with my new friends. So how are you
Yeah,
dying?
we don't mean harm.
How are you dying?
Well, how do you say without, for lack of subtlety, we have some poison in us. And toxin, some radioactive decay.
Oh, no, that's terrible.
If
Who
we don't
would do
find
such
this-
a thing?
First Minister. Well, Big Brother, government. So we're little hound dogs.
She
so to
gets
speak.
she gets serious for a second. She goes, "The government? Do you mean?" And she points up. The government?
I'm gonna lean in and say, yeah,
Oh, this is very interesting. Very interesting indeed.
they're wanted men and women. We are.
So, the Prosex sent you down here to find the First Minister. Is that what you're telling me?
And if we don't find her, we're dead. So I'm gonna turn to Twilix. One way or another, I don't think security is needed.
What did I say? Roxy, please, Twilix, darling, go and get everything ready for tonight's performance, wouldn't you? And, like, his digital face, like, and it changes to, like, a devil's face that's, like mad. Some, like, steam coming out of the ears that are on the screen.
Uh-huh.
And he, like, gets up, and he, like, scoots past you, Helix, and he starts walking away. Leaving.
Excuse me, Roxy, if I may.
Yes.
Why do you want the First Minister?
Well, why don't you come along and I'll show you? Okay.
Well, let's go.
All right. So let me zoom it out a little bit. And a lot of this stuff we're going to be able to do theater of the mind. So essentially what she's going to do, she's going to take you over to those double doors. These ones that you guys, when you first came into the bar and you checked and they were locked.
Yeah.
Okay. So she starts walking over there. Now you do guys, notice that everybody else that's in the bar here, because there's all those different seats, the booth seats that have people in it, even the two bartenders, everybody's watching you guys pretty intently. It's like conversations have stopped and they're just keeping an eye on you. Roxy's paying absolutely no attention to these guys, right? She goes walking over to the door, leading you guys over there, pulls out from a pocket. She's got, it's like a little card, and she swipes it through it. There's like a little like card reader on the door, and she just swipes it through, and a beep beep beep, and then the doors, and they open up, and it's a back room, and it's like a dressing room. Okay, there's racks of costumes, there's makeup. And then there's like other seats. There's like a table with booze and different stuff on it. But there's also in this room, there's sort of like they're vertical standing tubes, sort of like cryo chambers, like in say like Aliens, where they were asleep and they put you into the chamber we're gonna do long haul. There's these different tubes that are in there, right? Different kinds of bodies. And she walks in and starts walking up to one. There's one that's in one of these cryo tubes. It's a lady. She's middle-aged. in a gray suit with a bob cut, and you guys all notice. Well, definitely Corey and Emmerichs. You guys definitely notice right offhand. It's the First Minister. Just didn't, in a cryo tube there, and she turns around and she looks at you and goes, "I give you both the First Minister."
What's happening here?
Well,
What is this?
she was giving to me. Well, I should say, not the First Minister, but this is the First Minister's body. D-Box gave her to me as a present, so I could play pretend like I was the First Minister. I got a little soundstage being built and everything, where it's like, I can do like teleconferences and give speeches to the rest of Sector 1 and all this sort of stuff. And she's got that metal box on her throat. Remember I was telling, and you seen it in her picture, because she's got sort of the cybernetics that is built into her. And as she starts talking now, you guys both notice her voice is totally changed to that of the First Minister.
Oh,
and she's
spooky.
like, "Greetings, my fellow citizens of Sector 1. I, the First Minister, have made a decision that all of Earth should be taken from its quarantine and its ban and allowed open for all in the sector to visit, and everyone on Earth to visit the sector." And then the voice changes again, and it's Roxy's voice, the one that you heard her talking out in the booth when you were sitting down. And goes, "Hee hee." She giggles a little bit. "Isn't that great?"
It is. I mean, now you're the only thing that we need. If you're the First Minister.
"Oh, I'm not the First Minister, honey. I just take my digital stack and we put it inside the First Minister's body. Then I get to play. I'm the First Minister."
Well then, where's the First Minister stuck?
"Oh, Divox still has that. But
I'm
I
gonna
have
walk over to Emirates. Like,
Okay.
I'm sorry, what do we need? Do we need the body or we need the stack? We just need the First Minister and what she can say and her plans and her strategy for the whole universe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what we need?
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, I don't see why we can't
So body,
present this.
body is optional. Leave it.
Yes, the body's optional. The stack is what you need. Because the
Looking
stack,
up at the halogen lights, I'm like, thanks, Spirit.
the,
And then,
the stack is the person, not the body.
Right.
right. We need the strategies, right? Mental, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you said Devox has it. Who's
Yes.
this? Who is this Devox?
Oh, Divox, he runs New York. He runs the city. You know that big orange dome you see? That's, well,
Would he go by Uncle Devox by chance?
no. He goes Uncle Divox. Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, it's like he's the mayor of New York.
Oh yeah, I know him. Devox.
But I have
False.
I have a question for you. So you have a way to get out off the planet? You can get off of Earth?
No.
And actually you guys do. You
Well,
remember?
Really? I thought they were gonna come down and heal us.
Well, they said what it is that your trackers that you have can actually send a signal when you find her to the Sector 1 guys, to the Prosecs. And they said once you find her and you have her, let us know, and they'll come in guns a-blazing to get her. And to get you guys. And then they're going, because the deal is you two, the two humans, get to leave, and they're going to give you passage out of the sector. So while they're like, hey, look, we know you're criminals, and we don't really want you around in Sector 1, but we won't put you in prison. What we'll do is we'll give you, passage to another sector, and you can live your life someplace else, just not here. And what they're going to do when they come down is they'll when they take you back, they'll deactivate. They'll get rid of the radiation poisoning, and they're gonna deactivate Helix's bomb for him, and then leave Helix here. That's the plan. So okay. So she asks, "You have a way off Earth? A way for the Prosex? So they're gonna take you out of here?"
And I still say no.
That's right. And Egg, with his little spaghetti arms, tightens his little grip around your neck and goes, "No. Helix is not going to leave. He's staying with me here forever."
I'm staying here. Right here. Just kidding. Not literally right here. You get it.
So she's like looking at you guys.
Oh.
Well,
I mean,
thank you for your time. I guess we have to talk to this mayor of New York.
Whoa, wait. I mean, you don't just go up and talk to Devox. He's not gonna talk to you. Do you have a way off Earth? And she goes, hold on a second. And you see her go, she like thinks for a second, and you guys are no longer being affected by the pheromones. So, that whole humana urge that you had to try and get with her, it's gone now. He goes, "Now let's talk. I think we might be able to help one another."
I promise you don't want off this. You don't want out of here.
Why not? I mean,
Things.
the whole galaxy is out there to be. I mean, I've got a gift. I mean, sure, I'm the biggest pop, star here on Earth, but I could be the biggest pop star in the entire galaxy if I get off of Earth.
You won't be welcome.
Why?
They have a specific idea of what belongs and what doesn't. And I don't think that you fit into that. I don't think I fit into that. I don't think anyone fits into that.
Says the lady that wants to become a robot.
They're like,
I totally get what you're doing, though, because that's totally in line with your character. Your character be like, yeah, why would you want to go out there? There's nothing but a bunch of fleshies that look down on this.
Exactly.
Right? So, no?
We're more than happy to talk. Start talking.
Well, I could get you to see Devox, but I mean, can you get off the planet?
We could perhaps arrange something if you could get us in.
Excellent. How about this? If I help you get back the First Minister, you take me with you. Off planet.
We'll
Would
see.
you give us a moment to deliberate?
Oh, of course. She goes to the double doors, and I'll just be right outside. And she closes the door. She lets you guys be in there by yourselves.
So I've got a question real quick about the stuff that she can do. So she just sounds like the person. She doesn't actually like take on any sort of emulation of their actual form.
No, you think basically what she's using is she's using her
Okay.
the cybernetics that she uses in her cybernetic voice that she uses to perform and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and hypothetically, she could pop her brain into the First Minister's stack and walk around in her body, right?
She takes her digital stack. They take the digital stack of Roxy out, and they put it into the First Minister's body.
I'm sorry.
Doo-doo.
Have you guys never seen Altered Carbon on Netflix?
No.
You guys are
Watch the
missing
first
out.
episode.
You guys gotta
It's good stuff.
highly recommend. It's
It's
exactly this.
Season 2's coming out real soon. So
They changed They changed Kovacs, so I'm not. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I love the world. I love the cyberpunk. But anyways, go on. So what are we gonna do?
I mean,
Because she's
she
right. I don't have any plans. I have no idea how we're gonna talk to this. Like, for his name again, Mayor.
I mean, I'll lower my voice and I'll say, I don't really want off this planet.
I'm saying, getting off the planet, that's secondary. What we have to do now is find some way to this mayor. And this is still late.
And what I'm saying is she can pretend to be me.
Who? You? You.
Roxy can pretend to be me.
All right. Oh, sure. Is that a bargaining chip?
You could switch bodies.
I see where you're going, Grace. Huh? Yeah.
So if that's what you want to do, then that's fine by me. But
Yeah, you can put the Roxy digital stack into the fleshy body of Emrix, and Emrix can take her digital stack and put it in a top line robot.
There you go.
You have a stack too, yeah? Let me see.
I mean, I'd show it to him in whatever capacity I can.
Let's see what happens. It's flick in the back of the neck. What does that do?
It doesn't.
Does she
do
die?
No.
Is there 1% chance she'll die?
A digital stack is about the size and shape of a AAA battery. And everybody who has one, you have a circular, like a little circular metal thing on the back of your neck. It's about the size of a dime, where they can extract it with the proper tool. They can get your stack out, extract it, and put a new one in there. And there it is. That's how the digital stack works.
That's dope.
Well, we don't have to pretend we can get her off the planet now. That's a bonus.
Is there no way to read an ID on this digital stack?
There
Not
is.
gonna verify.
They could. They could.
Always
There
promised her to get her off the planet. Not any further.
Phrasing. Right.
Yeah. The way you read
Sure.
digital stacks is basically they have to put like this like scanner device, and they connect it to the back of that little metal back thing there, and they can read whose stack is in that person.
Log it in like a flash drive.
Yeah, it's not like at the airport where you can walk through a thing and they're like, wah, that's not that person. It's nothing like that. So
They have securities.
yeah. So if they had a mind to, they could check it out and see who it is.
That's the
Let's do
closet
it.
that we don't care. If she dies after she's off this earth, we fulfilled our promise.
So we ain't lying, yeah? It's honest to goodness truth.
If she'll go for it.
Says the criminal mastermind.
Right.
I love it. Okay, yeah.
All right,
So let's
I
do
guess
it. Let's go out there but also, I'm going to gesture to the body that's floating in a vertical tube there. We ain't going to do nothing about this.
You
Elix,
know,
what do you think? Is
well,
that
you would
more
know.
out?
You would know someone of her level of influence within those type of circles has other bodies herself.
Extra bodies.
Yeah. So, and that's the thing. It's like, it's just that transport device. Now, granted, the higher up the social hierarchy you go, the less they do cybernetics or splicing and all this different stuff. They're all about, pure human form. But when a human form starts to break down, they just get another one, and then they interject it into there. It's like, that sort of like,
Forever.
yeah, it's a type of immortality. So,
Also, mortality.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, let's just leave her toy then. Let's go talk to Roxy.
That
We might
works
be
for
able to-
me.
you might be able to convince her to bring her toy with her, but I don't know.
the doors open up before you guys even get done talking. She goes, "I knew that we could work together."
I knew it.
And
Yay.
she comes prancing in because she's wearing like super high heels and whatnot. Click, 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 click. She comes up and, trust me, I know exactly how we can get in to Devox, the mayor. And
Please.
yes, I could definitely ride in your body out. But you want to stay here?
Out there isn't the place for me. It isn't the place for anyone.
Not a problem. You tell me what you want, honey, and I will get you that body.
What would happen to you on Earth?
Oh, you want to be Roxy? Well, I've worked really hard at this rep that I have, being a star. I would kind of hate. I would prefer just to, leave behind the, Roxy is gone and no longer with us, and
Legacy.
legacy. Thank you. That's yes, very much. Yeah, leave my legacy behind. I can get you any other kind of body, though. I mean,
Well, I'll have to
Someone
go
would-
shopping.
Crazy.
okay. All right, excellent. We'll go shopping for a body for you. Yay! That's so much fun.
Just laser eye, rocket legs, something like that.
Rocket legs.
Or
Excellent.
arm blade.
And she goes, excellent. Okay, well, I have a performance to do. So I have to at least do the performance. When I'm done, there's a fella by the name of Mainframe. He's sort of like you guys, new. He's only been here for a little while. I think he's been here for a year. And, well, I can't. He is a genius, and he works for Devox. He's making spaceships for them, supposedly a teleportation device. We all know that that's not going to work. I mean, but he says he can do it, and then so I guess he's going to try and teleport onto Liberty One. He's going to teleport Devox's people up there, and then Devox thinks he's going to take over Liberty One, and then he'll be able to control the force field, and everybody can leave the Earth in these spaceships. I don't think it'll work, though, to tell you the truth. That's why I want to leave with you guys. You guys got the law behind you, which means that you're probably way better off than that
It
other
is
stuff.
a form of legitimacy. Yeah.
Yes. Excellent. Okay.
So yeah,
Yay.
this is the plan. Well, actually, gonna do a performance. We'd love to watch.
Of course, I'll give you guys the best seats in the house. How about that?
Mint.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Egg, say thank you.
Thank you for not destroying us and working with us.
He's growing on me.
Okay, and then she leaves. She just leaves the doors open and whatnot, and she goes walking out outside into the bar. And you notice that when she goes walking outside, here comes Twilix walking up, and Twilix has. You remember those two guards that you had schnookered to get in? They're with them.
Oh,
And he's talking with Roxy just out in the other room, and you can see the two of them talking, and you can see him going, and then she just waves her finger at him. He goes, and he looks down at the floor, all dejected and whatnot.
dejected.
Yes, and then Roxy leaves, and when she leaves, then Twilix comes in, and with the two guys, and he goes, well, it appears that Roxy seems to have grown quite fond of you. But, well...
Can you blame her, mate? Just look at this. Look at all this. Look at that.
Yes,
Look at that over there.
yes, I'm still quite perplexed by the entire arrangement. I
Well,
mean,
if you talk to your gents here,
who
we
are
some-
you? Yeah, I mean, what are you? I mean, what have you... she won't tell me anything.
That's our pimp. Some
Oh,
slides, I think that's what they call them.
Oh, well, all right. So
Charm and charisma. It's
Well-
part of our do.
anyway, very well. Well, I guess this would be goodbye. And he starts walking over to the double doors. And he grabs the doors and he just starts closing them all nice and slow. And he closes the double doors, leaving you guys in the room with the two dudes, the splicer and the robot.
Are you kidding me?
Are we on the dance floor or are we inside with the tube?
Here, I'll show you. Let's bring it back.
Oh, you can show us on the battle map. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm
doing.
Okay, so are you guys on the battle map still? Yeah. Okay. All right. And here, I'll just get everything ready. Let me reveal. So you guys are over in this room over here. Okay. You see right over here?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys can go ahead and drop your tokens over there. Okay, and let me see what I got here. And see what tokens will I use. Okay, we're gonna use this guy. And we're gonna use where's that other one? There he is. So here's the two guys. So I'm gonna put them over here and over here. And I'm just going to say you guys are over. I'll move you a little bit. You guys are over here. Those tubes, you can't really see them, but they're right here. Okay?
Oh, okay. That's a table. I see it now.
Yeah. And Twilix closes the door behind him. And then these two guys are all right there. And they pull out guns. Let's go ahead and transfer this battle map so everybody can see what's going on with this. Woo! And then what I need to do is I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and we're going to take it over to that where the dance is going to happen, as we call it. Okay, so there you guys are. You're in the room. And they take out these blasters. We don't really like what you did to us, fooling us to get in here.
So what, are you going to kill us?
Well, we wouldn't normally kill you. We would just rough you up. But Twilix said that we had to kill you guys. So, no offense, but hasta la vista. Okay? So...
Well, that's can I while they're talking, can I glance around the room, see if there's another exit at all, or is it just those double doors?
there's a door right there leading into another room. Now, Corey and Emmerichs, you guys got your guns.
Right.
And somebody else had extra guns too.
Well, we both had one.
Yeah, so there's extra blasters if somebody wanted to get one to Helix. So
can't pull the trigger on those things. I need my arm blaster back from these fuckheads, but I can squish people.
There you go.
Squish.
Squish, squish, squish. Okay, so what we're gonna do? Oops, I didn't want to do that. I'm gonna do this. Okay, so what we're gonna do is let's go ahead and let's roll an ish.
All right.
Perception, is that right?
Perception,
Yep.
right?
And we're just doing the group.
Hey, that's pretty good for one die.
Oh, hold on a second here. I didn't.
A lot better than your one before.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's exploding, right? You're the 6.
Yep.
Yeah, I got a 6 and then a 5.
Oh, and so did Jonathan.
Okay.
Oh boy, that's good.
Okay, so we've got
one of them is exploding.
It didn't change it on here. Okay, so let me. First of all, I'm gonna need to change this. Get rid of that. We'll just say the robots is them. Okay, and so Helix, you got a 14. No, that's Corey. Where's Helix? There he is. 11. Okay. Corey got a 14. Emmerichs got a 9. All right, let's see what our guys got here. A 4.
Nice.
I don't even have to change it. Look at that. They got a 4 sitting on there anyway.
All right then.
All right, shall we go in the order of our?
I'll go ahead and I'm going to rearrange it right now.
Okay.
Okay, Corey, you get to go first. These guys have drawn weapons, but I'll say this much: you can tell that their hearts really aren't into this. It's kind of like when you're asked to do something you really don't want to do, you kind of like do it all slow and like, oh, I guess, sort of thing. So
If they're reaching for the shooters, I'm gonna
Yeah.
blossom. It's gonna
Okay.
blossom.
okay,
Ow.
14. That hits. Who are you shooting?
Nice. I wrote the damage here is 3d6 plus 2. Is that right?
Let's double check and see what we got on our little weapons thing here. It's a blaster pistol is 3d6 plus 2. You are correct.
Whoops. Slash R. Blah 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 blah.
Oh wow.
And
Okay.
that's exploding.
Yeah, it exploded once already.
Yeah, he got
Oh
it.
yeah, I forget that you do that. God, sorry.
Okay. I see how
It's
you
on.
typed it now. All right,
Yeah.
cool. Good to know. All right.
Frozen? Okay, cool. And
Yeah.
then I'm gonna shoot again. Actually, can I move and then shoot, or do I have to do all my shots first? in one
No,
go?
you can move. You can
Yes.
totally move.
I'm gonna yell at everyone to let's just get to the door. And then as I move forward to the door and get there, I'm going to turn around and shoot one more time at the. I'm shooting at the fleshy guy. I don't know if I said that.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Lost him. Blah blah. Oh, snaps.
That's a
Oh,
miss.
can I spend a what's it called? Fate reroll.
Yeah, you can spend a fate to reroll that.
Blah.
Okay,
That's better.
that's a hit. So, okay, so go ahead and roll your damage on that guy.
Blah.
Hmm.
Okay. Let's see, how many points is 9? Page 7. Oh, wow. Okay, so basically you shot the robot, and the robot goes... and it, like... And it you can tell it's not totally destroyed or anything, but it's, like, powered down, and it, like, lays on the floor.
Oh, nice.
You shot this guy, though. Okay, you hit him, and he's still pretty good.
Grazed him. What is this?
You
Where
stunned
right
him.
here?
You stunned him, is what you did.
Nice.
That gray, don't worry about it. It's nothing.
Don't worry about it. Got it. Got it.
Okay. All right, Helix.
All right, so I've got a question. What are these walls? Metal, like magnetic looking, perhaps.
They're-
if I were to
Yeah, they're metal.
try and use my magnetic. Okay, I want to try if I
Uh-huh.
can climbing, just like sort of like doing like climb up the wall basically, because it's this guy who's still here, right? They're trying to ping him there. That guy there that's still
Let me
the one that's closest to me, right?
No, this guy, I'm going to put a red X through him. He's actually out of
it's the
commission.
other guy.
This
Yeah,
is a
fuck-
guy.
Fuck the wall then. I was just gonna get out of the way so that I'm not standing right in front. But let's just go. I'll just go straight head on, and I'm gonna try and grab this guy. So
Okay. Good.
melee attack,
All right.
which I have.
And you can spend-
it's not the. Oh yeah, you know what? I am gonna spend a point here
Okay.
to see if I can lower this difficulty here.
See this, and this is where MDR comes in, the melee defense rating. So okay, I've got his. So go ahead. His target number. I'll just tell you what the target number is. It's 12 to grab a hold of this guy.
All right. This doesn't look too promising, but we'll see. Hey.
Ah, you got
There
it.
Nice.
Okay,
Nice.
cool. All right. So you grab him. He's like ah. Okay.
So now, I'm just gonna try and I don't know. What do I want to do with this guy now? Just
How tall
Oh.
are you?
Pretty tall.
pretty tall.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I got eight feet at like fully like up like extended, but he's
fully
like
extended.
usually like 6, 7, somewhere between like 7 and 8 feet because
You could
he's-
totally just slap the dude, man.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna
Or
like
slam him?
I'm gonna try and like crunch on him, like use the pincher arm and just like crunch the fucking guy.
Yeah, you totally can do that.
Okay, so what's now? How am I gonna roll that now? 'Cause I've got my melee attack on here, but what?
Yeah, melee.
What would the damage be?
Damage is your strength.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Cool. So do I just roll my strength then?
Yeah. Well, you got to roll to hit him. So, like, you
All right.
grabbed him, and now you're gonna crush him with the hand you grabbed him
Yeah,
with.
just like
Yes. So you've already got a hold of him. So go ahead and just roll your damage.
Okay. This is a slightly better die for me is strength. So let's see what happens.
Holy shit!
Wow.
So this is what fucking happened. So you come over, it's like you still don't know your own strength. You're like Popeye. So you're like, beep, 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 beep. You know, you grab him. It's like, I will attempt to incapacitate you. And you just like squeeze and you like cut him in half.
Oh, geez. Well, sucks to suck, I guess.
Yeah. Now, I will say, I will leave this up to you. You know your strength. You know your own strength. If you don't want to kill the guy, I will say that you can cut back on the damage.
So he wouldn't have been trying to kill him, but
Right.
I don't think he really understands. I mean, he knows how to. He's good with the healing. He understands how to heal someone, but I don't think he really understands just how much.
Exactly,
pressure it would
and
take
that's
to
what I was
incapacitate
thinking.
this guy
Because
without killing him.
I mean, let's think about it. I mean, you were on that spaceship for a long time, and then you had literally like almost no interaction with people and stuff. And this guy has the reason he was able to take that blast that he got shot from the blaster. He's got like armor plates underneath his skin put on, and basically you just went over. You're like, oh. I'll have to remember not to use so much force next time.
Like a tomato can.
That's exactly what happened.
As he falls, and just sort of like, I hope
Hey,
you'll be
Felix.
okay.
Just shouldn't have wound him.
I am sorry.
Stay after the boy, and that body over the 2 paces.
I already said I'm sorry. What else do you want?
I think you did a great job, Helix. He was trying to kill you.
Thank you, Egg. I am once again dealing with trauma.
Oh, that's okay. You did what you had to do. I appreciate you taking care of me. He probably would have tried to kill me too.
You're right. This might just take a while.
I understand. And he kind of like his arms that are around you. One just continues to like stretch out, and he like pats you on the shoulder. Ding, 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 ding. Okay. All right. So those guys are incapacitated.
Man,
Now, of course, these are low-level thugs. These are definitely somebody you should be able to walk through, and you did.
okay.
Right.
I'm gonna see if one of them still has my stun rifle.
Now, your stun rifle, remember, is out on that stack of guns at the
right.
front door where they were letting
on a
everybody in.
stack.
Yeah. So
Shit.
if you could get back out there, you know. So and Roxy, you know, like you could see that Roxy was arguing with Twilix when they were out there. So you maybe get somewhat of an impression that maybe this is Twilix's doing with these guys and wasn't so much.
Oh,
Roxy's.
that was never a doubt in my mind.
Yeah. Okay. So,
yeah, we're all on that page.
I would just before I act on anything here, we came in through the doors like right there where the front of this spot is, right? It's just back through that door.
Yeah, you're really close. You're really close.
And they didn't lock us in here or anything?
No, they just closed the door was all. That's
Hey,
all.
Corey, is that door by you locked before? I don't know.
But let me see. I'm going to try the handle.
Yeah, it's not locked. You totally open it.
I'm
Yeah, I
going
wanna
to
be
open it
nosy.
and push it. It's open.
Yeah. And basically, I'll show you what's in. It's
I just want to see because I'm nosy.
yeah. It's nothing really. It's an office. There you
Ah, boo.
Yeah.
All right,
go. So,
get out of here.
you can tell that this is. You get the feeling that maybe this is where Twilix does his business.
Twilix.
Twilix has got a picture of himself up on the wall.
Can I give his computer a virus? I'm assuming he's got a computer.
Yeah,
there,
there's a
right?
computer right there on the desk.
Can I give him a virus?
Of course you can. Do you have a virus on you?
I don't know, but I bet I could code one real
could,
quick.
I bet you could. You're good like that. So go over here and we need what kind of skill do you have for that?
So I have computer programming.
There it is.
Yeah.
That's it.
So what's the difficulty?
Because
I'm debating whether or not to use a fate point because I really want to do this.
I'm gonna say
you have a ton of fate points.
Yeah.
The difficulty is going to be 10. I mean, this is not top of the line security type prosec tech. This is down in the hive dregs kind of area tech sort of thing. I mean, it's nice, but yeah, you totally got it. You're able, even with you rolling a couple of ones, you still got it.
Yeah, I had a lot of dice.
Yeah. So you went over there and you're like,
yeah.
Yeah, and you totally put in a virus into his computer. What's the virus do?
I think it probably would just like hit enter randomly at random times, and then like.
So anytime he's like working, it's just like, it's like I didn't hear that. What's up? Okay.
And then like if somehow he can figure out that it's just like if. Like an IT guy or whatever comes over and looks at it and they're like, oh, it's just this. And they try to fix it. Then it goes like the next tier up, which would be like opening windows randomly. Right.
Okay.
So I think they just progress like that.
So nothing, just something to fuck with the guy, not necessarily something that's really going to like crash and devour all of his files or anything like that.
I mean, I think if they mess with it enough, it'll get there. But I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fine. Okay. So
you just start out with annoyance. Yeah.
All right. Cool. So he's got this virus on his computer then. Yeah. Excellent. Okay. So what are you guys gonna do? You're in this back room in this back bar. You can the music. Okay. It starts changing. Okay. So there was that Roxy music where she was doing the voiceover sort of stuff, and you've got the regular thump-a-lot music of Roxy starting to go on because she's going on stage.
I apologize, but I think I need my rifle. Otherwise, I might pinch more people to death by accident.
Yeah, it's a good idea. And wait, if these are the men at the front door, who's watching that stack of guns?
Sorry, I just had a picture in my head like it was in a movie where they're like, if they're here, then who's?
Right?
Head over
That's what I'm thinking. Exactly the point.
Okay.
I will lead the way, and I'll head back to where we came from.
Okay.
You're picking up their guns, Corey?
Yeah. You want one? You need one.
Sure. I'll take one if you're offering.
Also, whichever one she wants.
Okay. And they had they're pretty standard blaster pistols. I mean, there wasn't anything super like crazy with it. It wasn't like the type of blaster pistols that those Rocketeer guys were running with. So they're regular blaster pistols as opposed to
I'm gonna hold you and be like, look, it's like we're in Dead Reckoning. Scav it.
Oh, whatever. Okay, cool. All right, so you guys go out. You go back down the hall. You go out to where it's behind the stage. Remember, that's where you come out. And when you come out, you can see those two guys that were standing there. You know, you just killed them. Well, you killed one, and one got deactivated. And you look over because the stack of guns wasn't out in the open. You had to be like up back where the stairs were, where they were dropping them. And you see your stun rifle. It's right over there on the stack of all these other guns. So it's easy enough for you to just walk over and grab it. Okay. So as you do that, you go over, you grab your stun gun. The concert is in full effect. Roxy's up there doing her stuff. She's singing and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Granted, there's no vocals on this here music, and a lady comes walking over to you. She's got in like a tight black bodysuit. She's got a clipboard. She's got a headset on with a mouthpiece, you know, and she's a splicer. Her skin is all green, and instead of hair, she's got tentacles that kind of like writhe and move about and what have you. And
That's fun.
And she comes walking over. You're the guys that Roxy said I should take over to the VP, right?
That's less fun. Yes, we're
That is
there.
correct.
All right.
Yeah, but is Twilix over there?
No, Twilix left.
Strange that. Yeah. Then yeah. VP. That's us.
Okay. And so she takes you guys over, and essentially it's another sort of like off to the side of the stage, sort of like roped. It's got like a little like a not like a balcony, but like a railing around it, so like people from the dance floor can't easily climb up onto it. And they go ahead and she puts you there in that section, so you get to watch the rest of the performance, right?
So
Okay, and then the performance is an hour. She only performs for an hour.
Can I, while she's performing, ask for like a tablet or something so I could do some like online shopping for the body I want?
Oh yeah,
Get some ideas. Yeah.
yeah. They'll bring you over a info pad or a tech pad or whatever the hell sci-fi name we're going to call it. I think the rule of thumb was what you put space in front of whatever the name is. So
Fair
it's,
enough.
space pad.
it's a space pad. So there you go. That's the official technology name for it.
And I mean, I'd want to be browsing kind of like what she would get her stuff from. I'd assume it's pretty top of the line. So.
Oh yeah, I mean Roxy has top of line of anything on Earth.
Right.
Like she doesn't just perform in New York. She travels all over Earth, going to all the other different capital cities and stuff like that, performing. So
Right.
yeah.
All right. That's just what I want to do instead of paying attention to the performance.
Okay. Cool. So basically, she goes. You guys sit there. You're given whatever you want. They bring you drinks. All that sort of stuff. You watch the performance, and then after the performance is over, Roxy comes over to you guys, says, "Hey, that was great. Thanks for hanging out. Now and she's like, let's go see Mainframe." And she's got her, and then there's the girl with the squid hair, and she's got a it's like it's a robot, and he's like just essentially he's like a servant bot. He's got a humanoid form to him and stuff. He's got like a metal bow tie on, and essentially he's her driver. He's got a little driving cap on, sort of thing. You guys leave. You go backstage. Takes you through another set of doors, down a hallway, out to some stairs that go up to the top of this hangar. And up there on the top of the hangar, there's a limo. One of those flying limos.
Casual.
And, yeah.
Cool.
So that you go ahead, you get in the limo, and you guys take off, start flying over the city. And yeah, of course, it's raining, as it always is. Hold on, let me
Nope.
change the music now that you're not in the concert anymore. Okay. And so you just start flying and going, throughout the city. Roxy's in the back seat with you guys, with her assistant, and she's like, "So, Mainframe has his place on the other side of town, just a little bit outside of town, really. Little dingy place, but it's nothing really." And she'll just make small talk with you. If you guys don't have anything that you want to talk to her about or whatever, then
Oh yeah, I want to talk about how we almost got murdered.
Nah.
Murdered? What are you talking about?
Twilix sent his goons after us.
He did what? No.
His bouncing. His guards.
And she pulls out her space phone, and she's like beep 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 beep, and she's like she's like making a call, and then you're like, I can't get a hold of him. She tries calling a couple of times. She's like, well, that's just odd. He always answers my calls.
Yeah. Strange,
Now,
yeah.
what do you say that he tried to do?
Well, he sent his boys, those bouncers, to rub us out. Murk us. Kill us. Shoot us.
Really?
Yeah, see, these are the
Oh.
guns. And we're going to show her the guns of the guns. We just
Yeah.
don't believe them.
I'm so sorry. I had no idea. Honestly, you'll have to
We
believe
know
me.
we know it's not you.
Were you close with either of them by any chance?
Oh, those two? No, they were ruffians.
That's
Former
good.
former gang members. Oh no, are they dead?
I can't say for sure.
Oh, that's good. Well, I didn't even know their names, so I guess it really doesn't matter. Drink? She like just gets some drinks and starts handing out drinks, whatever.
That's Joe.
Well, I hate to say it, but I think Twilix, while he is my manager, he manages a lot of other acts. Granted, I'm his most important act, but if he tried doing something like that, I hate to say it, maybe he's going to tell Devox. I mean, if you being able to, well, he couldn't have heard what we were talking about. Could he have? Was he spying on me? Oh my God, he could be spying on us right now. Oh, I don't like this. She like presses a button and then like the privacy screen between like the back of the limo where you guys are at and where the driver is comes down and she goes, Rudy, step on it. We want to hurry up and get the mainframes as quick as possible. He's like, Roger that. Okay. And then she puts the privacy glass back up, of course. You guys are still flying out there. Like I said, you're going outside the city, but it's still along the coastline. After you fly, because these things are pretty fast, so it doesn't take you a super lot of time. It's basically a half-hour ride, okay? And it's kind of out in the sticks. It's out in the wilderness area. There's a lot of trees and different stuff, and there are buildings here and there, dotted. And they have lights and what have you. It's not like ghost town sort of stuff. Although there is an awful lot of abandoned buildings here and there, and whatnot, stuck throughout as well. And you start coming upon a huge facility. Like this facility, as the flying limo starts coming onto it, it is a hulking dark mass. It's about the same size, you would think, as New York itself. So it's as big as a city, okay? And it's dark. There's not like a lot of lights and different things. But at the very tip, at the edge of this, there is some lights. And Roxy looks at you and goes, Devox set up mainframe in an old military complex so that he had better access to, well, whatever's there. The limo starts lowering down because you guys got some altitude when you're flying out there. Starts coming down lower in altitude, starts circling around a little bit, and then it lands on a helipad, essentially, a landing pad on top of one of these buildings. Now, this one does have lights and everything. Rudy gets out, comes over, opens up the door, and lets you guys out. Okay? And so Roxy gets out, and with you guys, she turns to Rudy and her assistant. She's like, "Okay, guys, this is what I want you to do. Go back and do whatever you think's good to make him think that I'm around. I don't know. I'm not good with this sort of stuff. I'm a singer, so good luck." And she turns around and goes, "Okay, guys, follow me." And they get into the limo, and then the limo takes off, goes flying.
Okay.
Now, she starts leading you guys down off of some stairs because you're out in the open and it's raining, right?
Right.
Of course, as always. She's got a nice, like it's one of those latex slicker raincoat sort of things that she put on. She's got a big old like Carmen Sandiego type of hat that she put on to keep the rain off of her head before she got out of the car. She leads you down some stairs and goes to a door, opens that, goes into a hallway. Now, this entire place has a feel of like a military installation to it. You can see where there's like watchtowers and walls and things like this. But even what appear to be non-functioning gun turrets you can see at some locations. But the place is all run down and old and dirty, and there's rust and what have you. She leads you down these stairs onto another roof, and on there she leads you through a door inside the building. You're walking along graded planks over to an elevator. It's got one of those. It's like a cargo elevator with the doors that open up this way. What would that be? That would be horizontally, and then as they open up, there's another set of doors on the other side that open up that are vertical, and they're all graded so you can see through them. And it's a big old box, metal box. And she gets in and presses a button, and you guys start heading down. And let's.
Oh, music change.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm nervous.
That's always a good sign when there's a music change. Yeah, that's the one I want. Okay. The elevator eventually gets down to its where it stops, opens up, and it opens up on the far end of this like long kind of corridor thing. I mean, it's not even really a corridor. It's inside of this massive building. Now there's water dripping down. As you can see, there's stuff growing all over the place. There's these huge, they look like they're like old reactors, like nuclear reactors that are no longer online. And then down at the far end down there, let me go bloop. Down here, you see that like little red circle down there?
Yeah.
That's a big circular door.
Okay.
And so Roxy's just like picking her way through. Now you can see there's like holes in the floor and whatnot. So like you get to a point where you're walking around some of the holes and what have you, and you get to that big, massive, round door, right? And she just pounds on it. Bang, 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 bang. Waits a little bit, then pounds on it again. Bang, 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 bang. She's like, oh, don't worry, Margaret will be up here in a minute.
Who's Margaret?
Margaret is Mainframe's, I guess you would call it his girlfriend?
It's just Margaret Mainframe in here.
Yeah, just the two of them. Margaret used to work for Devox, but he gave Margaret to Mainframe as sort of a present,
Right.
Someone to keep him company. And I guess she's kind of good with technical stuff, too, Ooh, I like your shoes. She's looking over at Emmerich's shoes. It works so well with your outfit. I clash in here. I should have like some rustic overalls on or something.
Should have thought about the costume change for you.
I should have. See, if you were gonna leave Earth, you could come with me and help be a fashion assistant or something. That'd be so cool.
Clothes, am I right?
Yes. We don't need clothes. We're robots. We wear our shells.
Is there like a lock or something that's causing it so that we can't open this, or is it just like we?
Are you asking? I take it you're asking.
I'm looking. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm looking like around.
Yeah, you can tell that it's obviously probably locked in some sort of way. I mean, it's sealed shut. You don't see any door handles on it or anything. And as you're like looking at it, going, "Oh, what's happening?" You start hearing.
Okay, that's what I was waiting for.
As obviously some things are sliding away and the door itself is unlocking, right? And then a little bit goes by after like a couple of heartbeats after the last showing. There's like probably like a good 6 locks that you hear getting unlocked on this thing. And this big door just goes because the door is huge, right? And a face pokes out from around it. Let me get the picture here. There it is. Okay, I'll blow it up so that everybody can get a good look at it. There she is. There's Margaret.
All right then.
She's got a robotic arm, patch over one eye. She's got like all kinds of different types of like tools and different things on her. And when she sticks her head out there, yes, who is it? It's oh, Roxy. And she like looks at you guys and squints real hard. Who are your friends, Roxy? Hold on 1 second.
Oh, it's like
No, I need to roll something, but I want to shrink this down.
that though.
Okay. Let's see here. She's pretty well informed. What did she get? Come on.
She got
12.
12 with an exploding die.
Oh, yeah, she gets to roll
Yeah.
again. That's right. I should really try that.
You can turn on the exploding die in
I
the
should.
die roller too.
Oh,
you
can
can?
you?
By clicking the exclamation point.
The exclamation point.
Yeah, and in the like little toolbar die roller, there's an exclamation point above everything. You can
Oh,
GMs
yeah. I see it. Oh, cool. I'll have to figure out what those
for the
do,
record,
too.
I turned that on last week and it worked
Oh,
There
really?
you go.
for my
Rock,
damage rolls.
rock
Yeah.
on. Cool.
Nice.
There. Thanks, man. You're the best. Okay. So she looks at you guys. You know, she's squinting, looks from one to the other, and and then she like stops, and she stares hard at Corey. Well, I'll be Corey Alcoin. Ha! I thought you were dead.
Wait, people think I'm dead.
Well, that's the news that's circling around. Got in some kind of big gunfight with the Vega guys.
Oh, perfect.
I
Yeah,
heard
I
you
am
took a
dead.
bunch of them out, though, too.
Oh,
Obvious
yeah?
is not
Yeah, I
true.
did. About a dozen. Dozen and a half.
Oh, okay.
But then I died. So I am dead. Please spread that around.
Gotcha. I understand. Excellent. Okay, well, come on in. Hey, who are your friends, Corey?
Legitimate business partners. That's Alex, Emmerich.
Very legitimate.
And my name is Egg. Says the
That's
little
Egg.
robot around his neck.
Fine scout he is.
Excellent. And Roxy goes, I brought him to talk to Mainframe. They've got some. Well, I don't want to spoil it. Take us to Mainframe. It's special news. Special news. All right, come on. And she lets you guys all come in, and then when you guys all come in, she like just reaches up and she presses a button on the door. And when she presses the button, then the door just swings shut slowly, and then you hear those bolts start going back into place. Shoom, shoom, shoom. Okay, she starts walking, and now in here, granted, everything is old, but it is well taken care of. Like, there's nothing growing in here. It's not leaking. There's no water, dripping from the ceiling. And there's crates everywhere of different types of, like, just parts and machinery. And you actually see, like, in one corner, there's, like, some combat weaponry, like some big ass blasters and like a bazooka, some shit like that. She takes you through takes you through a door, and takes you down a hallway. And the further down the hallway you guys get, you hear more noise. You hear zzz, it sounds like some sort of like factory or something going on, right? She opens up a door, and we've got another map.
Whoa.
What's this? Another door?
Yes, another door. Oh, come on. I hate how it doesn't do that. Okay, there's a picture of Roxy Love for a minute. Okay. And
Oh, cool.
so the door is right down. Well, we'll say the door is right here. Okay?
Okay.
So you come in with, did I put him on the wrong spot? I think I did. Okay, hold on 1 second. Oh, don't do that. Do these guys move? Yes. Here, I know how to do it. Pay no attention to the madman working his magics. Copy. Delete. I had stuff on the wrong layer.
Oh.
So it helps to have the tokens on the token layer. Oh, look, there they are. Okay, so you come through the door. So you guys can go ahead and drop your tokens over here. And you see this guy, and this is they're built. It's an assembly line, right? And there's all these little robots that are around making these really fucking big robots. Okay. Oh, and you guys are really big. Let me shrink you down. You're still kind of big. There we go. I don't have a token for Roxy, do I? Well, let's rectify that, shall we? I know she's got a token. Where's it at? There she is. Bloop. And then there's Roxy. Okay. And she comes in. Now, you guys see over here this guy. Okay. He, too, has... It's like they've got matching robotic arms. Okay. He's an older dude. He's also got mechanical legs. That's where you see the like halter top or whatever the hell, the harness that he's wearing. The harness straps into these mechanical legs that he has. Okay. And he's sitting there and he's drinking his cup of coffee, and he's working on these little things right here. He's like punching in like some codes and some data and stuff. And he, as he turns around, he's drinking the coffee and what have you. And Corey, you know this guy. His real name is Malcolm Bentz. Okay? And Malcolm Bentz is the reason you got arrested.
Ah, shit.
This is how it works. So, when things were happening, you were going about your business, doing what you normally do, right? And a fellow by the name of Malcolm Bentz, who works for the Vega cartel, okay, got arrested by the Prosex for moving weapons-grade, military-grade technologies and stuff, okay? And what happened was they intercepted him moving Vega tech to the Blue Frames. Okay? And what he said was his partner in this was Corey Al Coyne. He's the guy who moved the technology for him and made sure it got onto the right spaceships from the wrong, you moved it from the spaceship it's supposed to be on to this one over here. And yes, you know for a fact that Malcolm Bentz is the guy that set you up. And when you guys
there and try to punch him in the face.
When you guys come in, right? He turns around and he's got his coffee and he sees you and he goes, "Oh shit!" Now here's the thing: you would like talk with Bentz all the time because like when he would come to the spaceport and stuff like that, you guys would maybe even have a drink. He'd slip you a couple of bills here and there, and you just think you're helping a dude out. But when you got pinched, right, and they were you were going through the whole process of getting sent and arrested and all that different stuff, they give you the information on why you're getting arrested and whatnot, and his name's all over it. Okay. So yeah. And
you bastard! And I'm gonna run over there and try to just lay a haymaker into him.
As you start running over, he's like, wait. He's like telling you, hold on, don't hit me.
Chase him around like a workbench or something?
Yeah, basically, because he's got these mechanical legs on and lets him run really fast. So he'll be like doing one of these numbers. He'll be like, and all of a sudden the music starts playing. And as he's running, he's like, wait a minute, Corey. Wait. I had no choice. I had to do what I had to do.
Do it now. Either it's wrench or the hammer. Pick one.
And
Wrench it is. I'm gonna pick up the wrench.
And so as they're running around, Margaret, she pulls out a small blaster out of her tool belt and starts to walk over like she's going to intercede. Are either of you guys going to do anything?
Yeah.
Roxy's just sitting there going, "Oh, don't hurt him! Don't hurt him! That's Mainframe! Don't hurt him!"
It's not Mainframe.
That's
He's the
Mainframe.
reason. Come here.
And he's like, he's hiding behind the thing on the other side from you. And Margaret starts walking over and he goes, "You didn't tell me that you knew Coriel Coin?
Yeah.
Mainframe?"
Tell him exactly how you know me.
It's like, "You don't understand, Corey. It was an accident. The Vegas were gonna kill me, and I had to give them a name. I had to tell the Prosecs who was doing what they were doing, and it didn't work out. I'm sorry, Corey. I'm sorry. I didn't. It kind of happened. It's bad. It was really bad.
It kind of happened. Guess what's gonna happen now? And I'm just gonna continue chasing him around.
Okay. And as you're chasing, it was like, "Okay, I'll let you hit me once. Okay?"
Oh jeez.
And Roxy's all like, "Don't hurt him too hard. He's the one who's gonna get us to see Devox."
Hopefully.
And he stops and he like closes his eyes and he like sticks his chin out.
All right. Face or stomach? I'll give that choice.
Oh, the stomach for sure.
I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Okay. Just go. I want to see how good of a punch you give him. Just give me a.
I don't want to kill him.
I know. I want to see how good the punch is. You can say how much damage.
Oh, good. Yeah. It's more about sending the message. So my 2D plus 1 to 4.
Ooh.
Is it message?
That's a message.
No.
No, this is what happens. This is perfect. Because you have to understand, this totally goes into place with his character.
I'm not
Yeah,
strong.
fair enough. Fair enough.
So he goes, "That's what you get." And he like, after he punches him, he's like, you see Corey just kind of like rubbing his hand. and okay, so like Mainframe had stuck his jaw out and he had his eyes closed. And then after he gets hit, he's like, he like opens one eye and like looks around to make sure that he's like, and he goes, "Ow!" Oh, good one, Corey. That was a great punch. Oh, sorry.
Oh, gosh.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it. It looks like Jonathan froze there for a minute. Let's see if he comes
Hopefully
I
he comes
can
back.
say with certainty that I have no idea what's happening.
Okay. So, did you catch that last part there?
Sorry, no, I missed it. I think I dropped.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll explain it to you. So basically, what happened
I
is,
know, I gave him a tap on the face as hard as I could.
right, and this is what happened. Is basically you hauled off and you punched him, and he had his eyes closed, and then he like opened one eye to look around. See, he did punch me, right? And then he was like an afterthought, he was like, "Oh, ow, I'm so sorry, Corey. I didn't mean to do what I did to you. I mean, it was an accident. You have to believe me. I didn't mean to do it, honest. But it had to be. See, all right, I'll come clean with you. I was selling Vegas secrets and Vegas stuff to the Blue Wires. It's the Blue Wire, right? Isn't that what?
Yeah.
To the Blue Wires at a discount. Well, I couldn't have told them that was me. The Vegas would have killed me. So I kind of dropped your name.
Well, now they want to kill me. Thank you.
Sorry. Well, here, let me. I can make it up to you though, some kind of way. You want to get into Devox, right?
Yeah.
There you go. I can help with that. Not a problem. I'm working on a secret project for him. Do you know that?
I'm listening.
Okay. And as you're talking, you can tell that Margaret put away her blaster, and she comes to stand next to him, and she's just like kind of like eyeing him up and down and whatnot, eyeing up Corey up and down, and she seems okay with the situation. I mean, because it was quite comical there for a little bit as people were running around and what have you. And so he goes, okay, so Devox, we found some of the old military tech in one of the vaults underneath the ground, okay, in one of the underground vaults. Top of the line. Granted, it's dated, but it had, well, it had gate material. Now, these are like, there's the gates, or the, what do they call it? The like portal doorways where they fly the spaceships through, and it jumps hyperspace and whatnot.
Wormhole stuff.
Wormhole stuff, yeah. For lack of a better technical word that I don't have at the moment. So he's like, so it had gateway material in it. So I told him that I can make a teleportation device, which I can. I know I can. I've been working on it. I mean, it's the same theory, basically. So he wants me to work on this stuff, right? For he's going to teleport some of his boys and him up to Liberty One, and he thinks he's going to take over the space station, and then he'll be able to drop the shields. And then they've been working on a bunch of spaceships, a lot of them. Granted, they're nothing really to shake a stick at, but enough to get a bunch of people off the planet. So, but I have to go in to New York all the time. I go in there because I got to get like different types of like machinery and tools and things along these lines. So, I could take you in there. But why do you want to go in there? What are you doing here?
We just need to talk to the mayor. That's it.
And that's when Roxy pipes up. She goes, "They're looking for the digital stack of the First Minister." And he goes, "Oh, so that's what you're looking for." Well,
Yeah.
I happen to know where it's at. I can help you out with that.
What's
In
that gonna
exchange
cost?
for, yeah.
It's not gonna cut. It's not a thing, man. I owe you. I put you in a bad spot. And if you're trying to get the First Minister, I'm assuming, right, that you're working with the Prosex then? Maybe, I would assume. Correct. Of course you are. So how you getting off the planet?
Through your teleportation device.
How the Prosex getting you off the planet? If they sent you down here to find the First Minister, then I know for a fact you got some way of getting off this dirtball.
Just
She
slow
has a
down
way.
and pick us up.
What, just grabbing her is going to get you off the planet? Come on, don't take me for a fool. Tell me, how you getting off?
I am a telepath.
See this robot?
Yeah?
It has signals. Tell him about the signals, Elix.
I have signals.
Signals.
So, let me get this straight. When you have the First Minister, then you're going to send a signal, and the
Signals.
and the Prosex are going to come down and scoop you guys up? Is that what it is?
Like a bird and an egg. If birds pick
Perfect. Take me with you. I'll help you guys out. And then when the Prosex come down, I'll go with you. I'll get off the planet. They gotta help. They gotta give me something. I mean, I'll help save the First Minister. Everything will be great. We'll all be good.
Why?
What? I don't understand. What do you mean, why?
Why would we agree to this?
Because I'm your ticket into New York. I'm your ticket to Devox, and I'm your ticket to the First Minister. Without me, you don't get any of that stuff. Come on, we can work together. So everybody's gonna, get something out of this. We're all gonna work out great.
We all have something to gain here. Listen,
Yeah.
Your ticket off of this role will be dependent on your ability to get us into New York. How about that?
Totally fair. You can
So if you don't,
you can trust me.
yeah.
We can trust you.
Yeah, of course.
After you just told us that you flipped on Corey here.
Well, I kind of had to at that point, but I don't have to do that now. So don't worry about it. Everything's good.
Listen, Emmerich's and justifies the means, yeah?
Yeah.
And justifies the means.
I'll get you. I promise you, I'll get you out of here. I promise you, I'll get you into New York. I'll get you to the first minister so that you guys can do what you need to do and we can all get off of this dirt ball together. Sound good?
I don't have any other strategies.
Power and unity, baby. Power and unity.
I shrug.
And I'll follow his lead. I mean, I'm not happy though, and it shows.
I, for one, am all for it.
He's for it.
If Felix is for it, then I'm all for it too. Yay! What are we doing?
We're going to be smuggled into New York.
Oh, I hear it's nice in there. Shiny even. Okay. So then, he goes, excellent. All right, let me grab some of my stuff. And as he starts walking around, ring, 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 ring.
Oh, come on.
Ring, ring, ring.
Is that pizza? Please tell me it's Chinese. Spanish.
Are you
like,
kidding me?
There's red roller flashing lights start flashing. And there's of course a big screen on one wall, a TV screen. It lights up, and when it lights up, all you see are these. That's a little loud, isn't it? Let me turn it down a little.
I don't know, but it's got my heart going.
There's,
I like that. It's pretty intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are 3 of these. They're like flying tanks. And you can see them flying through the rain, coming, you're assuming, towards the facility. He's like, oh, well, look at that. I guess Devox has found out that you guys were here anyway.
You're dumb.
That's Devox and his boys.
No.
So that's fine, yeah?
And he looks at you guys and goes, we better hurry up. We got to get the hell out of here.
Wait, I thought you were working with Devox.
Well, I'm working with you guys now.
Yeah,
Only for the past 3 minutes.
Well, he never comes with tanks. He's coming for something.
Wait, are we in trouble?
He's coming to kill somebody.
He has this place bugged. Are you kidding me? He knows now that mainframe.
Roxy pipes up again and goes, oh, I know. I bet it was Twilix.
Why is he after us? Why is everyone mad at us?
The mainframe was his ticket off this place. Are you kidding me?
We're going to find out next week. Because that's where we're going to end the episode.
So why is everybody mad at us?
Well, who knows what Devox wants, but he's coming with some guys.
Well, I know episodes ended, but if we run, that's like admitting to guilt or whatever.
Yeah, I guess you'll have that conversation next week.
Yeah.
Oh, good times, good times. Hold on a second. Let me get something ready here. And that's that. Okay. Hey, everybody. That's it. That's the end of today's episode of Sector 1. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it, as always. Yay. I had fun, as always. Hopefully, you guys did as well. So, with that having been said, let's go ahead. First off, we'll have the cast sign off. We'll go ahead and start with you, Dylan. Go right ahead.
All right. Well, I'm Dylan. If you want to follow me over on YouTube, I'm working on some stuff. Should be posting some stuff in the near future. I do have an unusual note to end on for myself tonight. unfortunately lost a friend earlier this week who was a filmmaker.
Oh, geez.
And he didn't have a large body of work. Unfortunately, he didn't get a chance to make a lot of the stuff he was working on. But I'll let you guys do your stuff. But I'm gonna post a link to just a short film he made when we were back in college. That
Yeah,
if
for
you
sure,
have time,
dude.
check it out.
Yeah.
Post it up there. Post it onto the Wicked Studios Facebook page. Put it in the Discord for sure, man. Put it all over that place.
Right on.
So sorry about that, Dylan. I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah, man.
It's been tough, but that's the way life goes. Unfortunately.
It still sucks though, man. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right, Grace, try to follow that up. Go ahead.
I'll do my best not to cry.
Good.
I'm
You're supposed to make us laugh right now.
I'm Emrex, and I'm quite fed up with most of everyone in this room right now.
You should be upset with Twilix. Twilix is the guy who sold you guys out. That's obvious.
I mean, as soon as you heard he left, I knew it was happening.
Of course you did.
Yeah.
Of course you did. Of course you did. All right. And Jonathan, go ahead.
Hello, Corey. Yeah, it's me. Always seem to attract the wrong attention, it seems. But it's been helpful getting some renown.
You're infamous,
But anyways,
man.
Let's see what happens.
Exactly. It'll be fun. Good times coming. Excellent. Okay. All right. So we will be back next Wednesday for another episode of Sector 1 here, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, as always. We got a couple more episodes of this to go. Not many. We're starting to get close. And on the 12th, that was the date, right? Not the 11th, like I was saying. The 12th.
Yeah, Wednesday, 12th.
Yep, the 12th. Is that next Wednesday? Is the 12th?
No,
it's
next Wednesday is the 5th. Yeah.
Okay, so 2. Okay.
Yeah, one more of just this crew, and then we got
Uncle Tony's coming back. Yeah, Uncle Tony's coming back, and Uncle Tony's gonna come in and actually play in the closing out of the Sector 1 story before we get back to Tales of a Savage Land, which is normally what we run on Wednesday nights. So every Tuesday night here is Greyhawk Adventures. We will not be having a episode for the next 2 weeks of that, though. We just finished up the mini campaign for the Low Fantasy Gaming that we were doing, and the 25th will be the next episode of the Greyhawk Adventures, and that's a brand new campaign. We're going back to 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons with that. Like I said, the mini campaign was for Low Fantasy Gaming, but now we're going back to the D&D stuff. On Saturdays at noon, we still have Saturday Morning Superheroes that is going on. So and going well so far. We're having a lot of fun with that as well. So. And that's pretty much everything that we got going on currently here on the channel. So I want to say thank you to everybody for tuning in and watching. And we'll see you guys next week or maybe on one of those other days. Peace out. Thanks for watching.